Oh, welcome to, I believe, this is episode 4. Now, folks, we're going to start getting into it now with some everyday carry items, my opinions, things like that. Don't get offended over them. It's just me. Uh, but what I want to talk about first is your keychain carry, your small everyday carry items that you would put on your keychain. I know this topic's been beat to death over the last few years, but hey, I'm going to beat it some more. Because, yeah, every day there is new people getting into EDC. Every day. You know, there's hundreds and thousands of people, they're young, they're looking to get, see what works for them and, what they can afford. So, I got to take my hat off. I'm sweating. It's so hot right now. And I'm in New York. My house is roasting. Um, but this is mine. Kind of dumb. It's just a little key organizer that I got. I got that on that Temu. It was like $3. It's got a pocket clip on it if you want to use a pocket clip. I got a Ranger band around it because it's holding the keys from flopping out, because when I put it back together the last time, I forgot to put the extra washer in there. It kind of just helps hold them kind of tight so they don't flop. When I get to it, I'll go do that when I get to it. I just haven't had a chance. But this is my key organizer. There's lots of different key organizers out there. There's Night Eyes makes a few. Crap, I can't even think of the real good brand name ones. But there's so many key organizers out there, guys. It's unbelievable. And it takes forever to really go through and see what one really works for you and what one you really like. But this one, I've had it for better than 6 months, I think. About 6 months or so. And it's worked perfect. It's got plastic barrel spacers in it and stuff like that. But like I said, I forgot to put the other washer in so it would hold it a little tighter. I'm going to do that at some point. Alright, but that's my keys. I've only got 4 keys. They're my house keys and a couple of padlocks. But that's that. Now, some people add small tools and, things like that to their keychain. That's fine. A lot of people like the little Swiss Army knives. This one's a signature. It's I guess it's basically a classic SD with the pen. I think I put this one together. I don't remember. I've had so many of them. I got so many of them. And then you got this one. I forget the name of it, but it's basically the same as a Rally, but it's got the flat head instead of the Phillips on the combo tool. And the nail file is pointed instead of the flat head. I forget the model name of this one, but this one's actually going to be sent out in the mail to somebody as part of a back and forth swap type deal. Also, you got this. I believe this is the Mini Champ 1, the first one. I can't remember. It might be, maybe something else. I don't remember. Then I got my brass Mini Champ that I built. Didn't turn out too bad. Not the greatest. But the only problem is that brass. It's just too damn heavy for a keychain. So, like I said, it's going to depend on what you like and how you like stuff. Now, normally, this is the one that I carry. It's not usually on my keychain. It's usually on my hip on a ring. But it's a Manager, which is the same as a Rambler, but adds the pen. Now, a lot of places that you go, like county buildings and whatnot, you can't take knives in. So there goes that idea. That's why I've got my O-Pen in my wallet. But I always try to have a backup in case one doesn't work. So, I'm not sure where they are right now, but I do have like little pry bars that you could put on your keychain. Now, I'm not gonna. I'm not going to tell you to. I'm not going to tell you not to. I mean, that's your decision on that. Personally, I don't see the need for a everyday carry small pry bar. If you're doing a bunch of stuff with cameras, I know um, the flat part would work really good as a screwdriver for your camera bases and stuff. But I don't have any. I don't use regular cameras. I've got my tablet and I got my cell phone. That's all I've got. So, and I'm on my tablet right now. You can see the reflection of the ring light that's sitting here by me to help brighten it up in here. The lights in my room are crap. Now, like I said, there's lots of different things that you can put on a keychain. A lot of people put flashlights on them. You know, something this size. I've got a couple, but they're not on keychains. I don't see the point in putting one on this. It just adds more bulk. You know, it's just pointless for me. That's why I've got this one, and I've got my O-light in my right front pocket. Okay? Now, as far as key organizers and everything else goes, this is another option. This type of thing was real popular, I think, back in the 60s and 70s. My mother had one, my grandmother had one, my dad had one. It was one of these little things that would just, you can hang your keys and whatnot in it to protect them. This is new. This is leather. This is from that TMU site as well. Very good product. As soon as I can, I'm probably going to buy a new one, another one. I might get a different color. But this has, instead of a regular keychain, I have my small EDC items in this. My small flashlight, a mini champ, a pen, nail clippers, and a pair of tweezers. You couldn't see the tweezers because they're underneath, but right there they are. Trying to think here. No, that's just another option to carry your small stuff like this. I wear cargo pants all the time, so this right here I can just slip it in my leg pocket and I'm good to go. If it's something that I know or I think I'm going to need that day, for that day or whatever, I'll just slip it in my pocket. Alright, the rest of EDC items that some people really look for, that gravitate towards, is another piece of the neck knife. Now, a lot of people, this topic's been beaten to death too, but I'm going to hit it again. A lot of people just need something like this, and they're good for the whole day, right? I mean, this will open packages and boxes. You can use this to break boxes down. If you need to, you can clean it and use it for food prep. I have. A lot of people, I think a lot of their EDC needs would be solved with a neck knife. I believe that. Now, yes, I do carry, I've got emergency whistle right here. Due to my physical and health issues that have come up over the last 5 or 10 years, there's a lot of things I can't do anymore. So I've got the whistle in case I need help getting up or something. So, alright. Here's another option for a knife, especially if you're working with boxes and packages and all that crap. The Gerber, I believe it's called the EAB or something, I don't know, it's the folding utility knife. Now this little sucker this thing's awesome. You know, people want to, I know there's a lot of people that pick on it because of its size, but you know what? It's thin. You could put it in your fifth pocket if you're wearing jeans and you wouldn't even know it's there. But it's there when you need it. Alright? the pocket for right now. Good thing about having the pocket clips. Now, there's, as far as like pocket knives for everyday carry, there's so many, there's thousands of them. It's going to be on your own personal opinion on what you like. Now this one I really like. This is the O knife. It's the Drever O knife. This thing holds a nice edge. It flies open fast. It's not assisted either. It's just thumb act. I mean, I've got hundreds of knives. Hundreds. It's just going to come down to your needs. I think you better put your needs ahead of your wants first. I mean, you want something that's pretty, sure, but you need something that's going to handle the job. That's why I carry that one. I do carry a regular fixed blade now and then. Matter of fact, my fixed blade for today, I just kind of took off when I sat down, is this cheapie. It's one of them $1.39 or whatever knives from Walmart. It kind of resembles a Mora, but I'll take a nice razor edge. I mean, this thing, I could probably shave with it. I'm not gonna, but, and if you need to, the sheath can be used ambidextrously, either way. I mean, it doesn't, I don't think it much matters with fixed blades. I mean, you're going to pull it out here and move it anyway, so. Now, I do carry like a backup knife in case the other one goes dull, or I want a clean knife for a different task. So right now I'm carrying this one. This is the QSP, I believe it's the Parrot model. I really, really like this knife. It's light, it feels good in the hand, you know. I don't worry too much about the hot spots. It doesn't bother me that much anymore. But it's a very nice knife. Opens nice and fast. It's not as fast as the other one, but it holds a nice edge. Now I carry a multi-tool as well, and if you've seen my other videos, I carry a Leatherman Skeletal. This one's the CX. It's got the 154 cm steel blade, non-serrated. Those are basically, that's like the majority of my primary everyday carry, other than my Olight i5T, still running on a rechargeable Energizer battery. Gosh, that color's wore right off from that sucker, huh? But there are so many, so many, I mean, different options for an everyday carry, a knife and tools, and like it's just, like I said, it's going to depend on what you're doing that day. It's your job. If you're carrying tools for work, you know, like I've said in, I think I said in another video, those Cobra pliers, those are real nice, yes, but you can buy a $3 pair at Walmart that does the same damn thing, and I'm not spending $30-some on a pair of little tiny fucking pair of pliers that barely fits in my hand, because I got big ass hands. So, I gotta have another drink. Sorry, folks. Oh gosh. Now, if you carry on your keychain something that's the size of a classic SD or the Rally, this will fit in either one. You can get these. I forget. I've got a package for them. I just got to find it, and I'll show it on the next video if I remember. But you can get these and put it on your keychain, and you can take your small knife like this and just snap it right in, and it's not going anywhere. The only rattle you're hearing is that keychain moving. It's a good option. I used it for quite a while with a rally. Then I just started putting I was carrying a Rambler and the Manager. I tried the Mini Champ for a while. The Mini Champ was just too heavy. It just added too much bulk. Yeah, there are more tools on the Mini Champ, but most of them you're not going to use in a day. Generally, you're going to have to really look and really look around, kind of shop around, see what looks like you could use. Don't get stupid stuff that just looks pretty. I mean, it's kind of pointless. Makes other people fucking laugh at you. Excuse my language, but it is kind of funny when you see people that post all this, their stuff in the groups on Facebook, and it's funny to me. I don't carry anything that I'm not going to use or that I know won't be used. I do not carry it. The other part of my EDC is my Champion. I love this knife. This is probably one of the best models of a Swiss Army knife I've ever used. It's the best I've ever had been carried, you know. I've got 4 of this newer style with a newer style magnifying glass. I built a Mini Champ for myself that has all new type tools, like the new. It's got a brand new saw, new metal file, the new style that actually works properly. And it's got the old style magnifying glass and screwdriver with it. It's the only difference. The pliers that I put on it have the wire crimpers on them, and I've actually used them. It's kind of difficult to squeeze them, but I was able to do it. In a pinch, it works. I don't know what all I really want to get into for EDC gear today. I'm just trying to kind of give people some ideas. You know, just get what you're going to use. You know, if you're gonna carry it, make sure you're going to use it. Otherwise, it's going to weigh you down, and of course, it's whatever it is, probably weighs in half an ounce or something, but that doesn't matter. It's taking up room that you could have something else that you could use. The only one that I carry that I really don't need, and I mean I really don't need it, is this, because technically it's not a Victorinox. It's just I put these scales on it. This is a Winger Esquire, actually. I mean, you can see the size difference. This is the classic. This is an Esquire. I like the Esquires because it's just a little bit bigger of a blade. The scissors are better, I think, than most of the Victorinox. Well, the small Victorinox, I don't know. Like I said, personal preference. Now, as far as anything, how do I want to say it? Like survival related. If you travel for work or have to travel quite a ways from home, I have a couple of bags that I could consider get home bag. I'll get into that in another video. I'm not doing it now because this is already running at 20 minutes. But even a mini Altoids tin, you can fit a whole lot of gear, small stuff, in a mini Altoids tin that is actually useful. This right here is my fire kit. There's a ferro rod in there. There's there's tinder quicks. There's the thick fire plugs. There's a scraper. There's a little, like a, oh, you know, Exotech makes those little tiny frickin' spark wheel things. There's one of those in here that I took out of an old Clipper lighter. It takes the same flint as a Zippo. That's all it is. So I took it out and I put it in here. It's just a fire kit. Now this one, oh, and there's water purification tablets in there too. This one's a little more wide variety. Got a compass. There is some fire starting stuff in here, ferro rod, things like that. But this is mostly your other side of your survival. There's water purification. There's some items to help you build shelters, like some wire and some string and whatnot. There's fishing stuff in here. There's snare wire. This is just your mini basic, you know, with these two you can, and hopefully you got something with you. Like, for example, I carry, this is in my pocket when I go anywhere. A rain poncho, emergency blanket, a few feet of duct tape, and a roll of about 30 foot of spider wire 50-pound test line. It's that real good braided fishing line, but man, that shit is strong. You can make a shelter with it. You can go fishing with it. You can make snares with it. You can do all sorts of stuff with that shit. It is it's amazing stuff. I love it. I've got 2 rolls of it here, big rolls of it still. But I got to get some more of these little spools to put some more on. But these I carry every day. When I leave my house, these are in my pockets. I can make shelter, stay warm. I can have clean water. I can have fire. So, but this is my mini kit that goes in my pocket every day. I'm not saying everybody should, but you know, if you think about it, it's not that bad of an idea. It weighs nothing. It takes up hardly any room. Something else I usually 99.9% of the time have with me when I leave the house is one of my bottles. Stainless single wall bottle. I can cook in them. I can boil water to purify it so I can drink it. I can use it to just put the water tablets in, which I would prefer not to, because those they taste terrible. But yeah, those, and then like the rest of my stuff, I'm good to go for, you know, if something was to happen and I was traveling somewhere, I could make myself a shelter. I could have clean water. I could have fire. Possibly food if I can find somewhere to go fishing or find a game trail or something to set some snares. But like I said, you know, most of your everyday carry gear is going to come right down to your personal preference. It's going to come down to what you really need. You know, and you got to make sure it's sturdy tools for the job. I mean, I can get by doing most of anything I come across with just the small things that I carry. You know, something else that some people might laugh at, but it's a good idea if you can get one to carry, as a small crescent wrench. These little suckers, they will save your life. These are an awesome small tool, probably one of the best that's ever been made. But I don't care about those stupid Cobra pliers. They're cool, sure, but nothing. There's no point. I carry a Leatherman. I don't want that. And I don't care if it weighs a little tiny bit less than my Leatherman. I would rather have my Leatherman with the functions that it has. Through that, my Crescent, I do have a small pair of channel lock pliers that is similar to the Cobras, but it's small, that I do throw in my pocket now and then. But things like that, like I said, it's going to come down to your choice. What do you need to do your job? What do you need to get through the day? And with that, I'm going to leave you. Um, all I can really say to everybody is thank you. I hope you enjoy the videos. I'll be putting more out soon. Just keep going, keep pushing, keep getting yourself better. That's all you can really do in this life. Everyday carry items just help with that daily chores. That's all they're meant for. Yeah, you can get all this cool stuff, cool blade steels, and all this other crap. Doesn't matter. A knife is a knife. It's gonna cut. It's gonna cut. You take care of it, it'll last you. It doesn't matter how much you pay for it. If you're gonna go out and spend $1,000, $2,000 on a pocket knife, son, you need your priorities checked, because that's just, I'm sorry. Alright, this is Dave with Dave's Knives EDC and Survival, and I hope you all survive. Have a great day.